Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these really easy gloves. Now in the video I've got one glove made and I'm going to walk you through making the second one. All you'll have to do is rewind the video, make a second glove. So I've got my little project bag out. I want to thank Artie for making me my little project bag. It's great. I need another one, Artie, that's bigger. So thank you so much, Artie, for that. Now, I'm making these gloves. Fingerless gloves, and I'm going to talk you through. I've got one more to do. They can go on left or right. It doesn't matter which way you put them on. And I'm going to walk you through making the next one. Now I did a chain of 36 stitches around. What you're going to do is, I'm using this King Cole Drifter yarn. It's beautiful. It's so soft as well. Now I'm going to chain 36, the same as I did for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what you need to do with the chain is, you need to have it so that your hand can go in here like this. There's no point in doing that too tight and you can't get your hand in. So that's why I've done 36. But if you've got a smaller or a bigger hand, then just put that around to make sure that you can get your hand in up here on the biggest part, the widest part of your hand. Now, the way we're going to do the cuff, it'll pull it in. So make sure that you've got enough stitches that you can get that widest part of your hand in past this cuff. We're going to join this into a circle. So go to your, make sure your chain is flat and it's not stretched. Make sure it's flat and bring it round and slip. So you're going to bring it around, make sure it stays flat and slip into your last stitch. Just pull it through and join it. Now I'm going to chain 2, but I'm going to do the stitches quite loose. 1 and 2. Now that's not going to be counted as a stitch. I'm going to put a stitch marker in there, into that second stitch. That's where you're going to join your round. So into the next stitch, we're going to do UK treble crochets. That's USA double crochets. And we're going to do the rib. We're going to do one front post, one back post. But the first foundation row is going to be a row of UK treble crochets. That's double crochets if you're in the USA. So one into the next stitch, one into each stitch all the way around, and work your tail in as well. And you won't need to sew it. So work your tail in. I've got my tail running along the top. So I've done my one treble crochet. That's a double crochet if you're in the USA, all the way around. And make sure when you slip stitch to the top where this marker is, make sure it's not twisted. I'm going to push my hook in right where my marker is. Take my marker out. Oops. And slip stitch through. Now I'm going to chain 2, pull my stitch up a little bit and do 1 and 2. I'm going to put my marker back in. So into that second stitch, put my marker back in because that's not counted as a stitch. Now, don't go around that one. That one is sitting on top of that. That was your little marker stitch. So around this stitch, you're going to do a back post treble crochet. If you're in the USA, it's a back post double crochet. So yarn over and you're going to go from the back and around the front and pull your yarn through. The next one, you're going to go around the front. So it's a front post. So around the front, then around the back, then around the front, all the way around. So one back post, one front post. So I've worked all the way around and I'm going to slip stitch into the second stitch in that chain. Take my marker out. I want to make sure I go in the second stitch and not into the top of that one. Take my marker out. Slip stitch through. Chain 2, 1, 2. Put my marker back in. This is so you don't get lost. Now, what you're going to do is, again, you're going to do a back post, a front post, a back post. You can see that one to the back and that one's to the front. So I've done 2 rounds, 1, 2. I'm going to do another 3. I did 5 on my glove. I did 5 on mine, but if you want it longer, you can do more. It's up to you. You can do more here. You can do more here if you want as well. So I'm going to do another 3 rounds of back post, front post, back post, front post. And then I'll come back and show you what to do next. So I've done my chain of 2 and that stitch is at the back. So I'm going to do a back post. Just make this rib and then a front post all the way around again, and I'm going to do it till I've got 5 rounds done. So I've got my first round, my second round, and that's my third one. I'll come back when I've done 5. I've done 5 on that one, so I need to keep mine the same. You can do more if you want to do more. Just make sure that goes on your hand. Make sure it goes over and it's comfortable. Now, if you want to make a bigger cuff, you can do a few more rows. It's up to you. Now, we're going to do this part. It's 12 rows. I did 12 from here up to my thumb. Now, you're going to do this until it's comfortably up your thumb. If you want it higher, you can do 14 rows up here. If you want it right up, you can do 15 rows. You can do as many rows as you want to get it up to where your thumb is, and then we're going to go in. So I'm going to do 12 rows up to here, but I'm going to show you the pattern that I did. I changed the pattern. So here we did back post, front post, back post, front, back, front. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do front, back, front, back, front, back. The next row we're going to do back, front, then front, back, back, front, back, front. We're going to alternate it to get this really nice pattern. It's a nice, thick, warm stitch. So I've done, oops, put that in there. I've done my chain 2. So I've got a back post here. I'm going to do a front post first now. So we're going to do front, back, front, back. We're doing alternative. And we're going to do 12 rows. So that was a front so we're going to do it as a back this time. That stitches to the back, so we're going to bring it to the front. Once you get all the way around, you'll slip stitch to your marker, chain 2, and then that one we started with a front, so the next row it'll be a back, front, and then slip stitch, chain 2, then you'll do front, back. You're going to alternate it. So I'm going to do this round, so that was a front, so I'm going to do a back here, all the back, front, all the way around, or front, back, so this is going to be a front. So I've gone right round, and I'm going to slip stitch to there. Slip stitch into there. Make sure you catch both parts of that stitch. Chain 2, 1, 2. I'm going to put my pin back in. Now that one is a front post, so we're going to do it as a back post. You can see because it's on the front here. So we're going to do that as a back post now. And then a front post. That one's at the back, so we're going to bring it to the front. And you're going to do that until you've done 12 rounds. So that's my second round. I did 12 on mine for my hands. You can do less. If you've got smaller hands, you can do less of the rounds up to here. So once I've done my 12 rounds, I'll come back and I'll show you how I managed to get the space for my thumb and the rest of my fingers. So we're going to do the thumb like this. Now what I did, take this out. Now I'm going to count 12 stitches around. So that's my little chain there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to go in to that stitch and pull my yarn through and through that stitch there. Now that's my thumb hole made. Yep. If 12 is too many, you can do less than 12. If it's not enough, you can do a bit more. But if you do more, you don't want this piece here to be too tight around your hand. You may have to add an extra stitch. So 12 seems to be enough for most sizes of thumb. Now what you need to do with it now is work up in that pattern that we've been doing up to where you want it. You can either go all the way up and close it off at the top, just pull it in the way you do with the hat, just gather it all up and pull it in and make it into a mitt, or you can go up to where you want it. After I did the thumb, I did another 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what we'll do, we're not going to work that space there. We're going to chain 2 again. 1, 2. Put your clip back in if you want, just to keep it straight. And then do as many rounds as you need. So we've got a back stitch here. I'm going to do that as a front stitch. We're just going to do the same thing, front, back, then back, front. Just keep the pattern going. So that's a front one, so we're doing that back. A back post, then the front post. And you can see where you are because your back post set further back and that. So that one's to the front, so we'll just follow the pattern. And I'm going to do 5 rounds, and then that'll be my glove complete. So I'm going to work all the way around, slip stitch to here, do my chain of 2, and then where I started with a front post, I'll do a back post, just like we did, alternating it front, back, back, front, until I've done my 5 rounds, and this glove will be the same height as this one, and that'll be my fingerless mitts done. So you'll have a left and a right. Just cut your yarn, take your pin out, put your yarn through that last stitch, pull it up. I'll get my darning needle, and we're just going to darn the end in, and that's your gloves done. Now, if you want to turn these into mitts, finger like with your thumb and a mitt, you can just continue up to the top of your fingers, and then what you'll do is you'll just go in and out and in and out, and then pull it tight like we do for the top of a hat, and you can make yourself some mitts. But I'm not going to do that today. If you leave a comment and let me know if you would like me to show you how to make a little pair of mitts, then just drop a comment and I'll do that. Just inside the glove, just hide the end of your yarn. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Please click on the subscribe button. It's completely free to subscribe to the channel. And if you click on the bell icon, YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.